Hi everybody, welcome to Beer Time with Joe, and this is the Craft Beer Chronicles. I am here at
The Craft Beer Factory.
Craft Beer Factory at the Marietta location, getting ready to try some more beer. And y'all know me, I'm a Bud Light guy trying to expand my horizons. And and this is Richard.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I'm the owner. And this is Austin.
I'm Austin.
He's the brains behind the outfit. I'm just the beauty.
Oh, well, in that case then, Richard.
Yeah. Thank you.
Why don't y'all go ahead and tell me about the beers y'all picked out for me to sample today?
Okay, well, we've actually got a mix, and as you can probably see from the colours of the beer, going from light to dark. And we haven't just selected local beers. We've got a mix of beers from all over. Some from Michigan, some locally, some from North Carolina.
Okay.
Too. So to give you a selection of what's available.
Awesome.
I'm going to let you taste the first beer, and I'll explain what it is you're drinking. It's the Foothills Jade.
The Foothills Jade. Here we go. We're going to get to try. This looks probably the most like a Bud Light, but I'm sure it has a lot more flavor in it.
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
Foothills is a brewery out of North Carolina, and as the name implies,
That's good.
It is made with Pacific Jade hops, which aren't commonly used in the US, and they're not that readily available. However, Foothills have committed to a large amount of this particular hop.
Yeah.
It gives you that sort of piney West Coast taste, and it's a full flavored IPA.
Yeah, it's got a lot of flavor in there.
But surprisingly not very bitter.
No, not at all. And then next, what do we have here?
Okay, this is the Atwater Tufel.
Atwater Tufel.
That's a German name for the devil. It's actually
You're going to tell so he's giving me part of the devil. I think it's because I told him I drink Bud Light.
Yeah, we targeted you.
Just a little bit of punishment.
Yeah.
So it's really not a typical wheat beer, although it is a wheat. It's a very, very strong. Maybe you can throw some.
So that's a very old world style of beer. It's called a Doppelbock. And
Doppelbock. Okay.
So that is German for basically high alcohol and dark. It's basically what that means.
There's some high alcohol in this. I'll tell you all that right now.
That is a 10.5% wheat beer. You don't see that very often.
So I'm not driving home.
Yeah, that's right. But unlike a lot of wheats, it is a very malty beer, which is where a lot of the German beers trend towards.
Okay.
But it does still have those kind of nice weedy floral notes.
Yeah, it definitely had a good taste to it. But then again, as we know, I'm not really used to flavor. So, okay.
I have plenty of it for you.
Yeah.
So
Next
this
here.
This is our Georgia local. This is from Southern Sky up in Kennesaw.
Gotta love a good Georgia.
And it has probably the best name out of all of them we have on here. This is the Mountain Man Jesus.
Mountain Man. I'm gonna say it tastes like you said that, and right when I took it, it was like there's a bearded man giving me a beard.
I think
right
your
now.
beard grew.
It might, like, I drank it, just came out just like that.
Yeah.
So that is an English style barley wine. So unlike the American barley wines, it's a little bit sweeter, less bitter, but very balanced.
Okay.
Very, very much fitting for this kind of bad weather we're having today.
Yeah, it is a little rainy outside right now.
Yep.
I grew up on barley wines, being from England originally.
Okay.
You're from England?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I was originally. Originally. So, barley wines were very much part of my heritage.
Yeah.
Really.
Okay.
But they were very malty, usually higher alcohol.
Yeah.
And for the British beer scene, that was quite unusual.
Okay.
But this actually is rather unique, and I really appreciate what Southern Sky, who are a local brewery, are doing, because they've actually taken the barley wine type recipe and developed it to suit, I think, our local tastes.
Awesome.
And done a very good job with it.
Very cool. Well, we'll move on down the line here. It's getting darker and darker.
That's right.
So believe it or not, this is the lowest alcohol beer in the lineup.
The low. See, first I give them the high stuff, so that I forget about everything.
There you go.
So dark beer doesn't always mean high alcohol.
Okay. See, I was not aware of that.
Yeah. So you can actually brew dark beer, utilizing dark malts.
Okay.
Some coffee malts.
Yeah, this
dark
does
roasted
taste
malts.
a little coffee-ish. But then again, I'm not a coffee drinker either. Like I said, there's no flavor in this palate.
Right.
And the alcohol content really derives from the amount of malt that's used, because malt produces enzymes, which with the yeast then produces alcohol. So, but that's controlled. So that is a good, easy drinking brown ale.
Yeah, it seems that way. Now, I can't drink any of these like I would drink a Bud Light. Just bam, 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 bam.
Right.
These, I seem like I would want to savor these.
Now, of the 5, that one would probably be one of the closer ones to being able to be crushed like that.
Just crush it.
Brown ales are just good, easy drinkers, and that one is a brown ale at the core. Won the GABF gold medal, so that is
awesome.
What a brown should be.
Well, the next one we got up here is one my wife likes, and one I am not particularly fond of. But because of y'all, I'm gonna try it. I've never given it a full, I'm not gonna judge it too harshly based upon prior experiences.
Well, maybe today's the day.
Maybe today's today. So can y'all tell us what this one is?
Yeah, Dragon's Milk is a beer that the Craft Beer Factory has really pioneered, really, in the state of Georgia. We're the largest retailer of Dragon's Milk in the state.
So y'all have a dragon out back here?
No,
milking it
we had one, but it passed away. We had a ceremony for it last week. We put it to rest. But Dragon's Milk has been a staple for us, and we have been able to bring in some of its derivatives. They have done some specialty things which we've taken advantage of. And because we're one of New Holland's biggest accounts, we can get to cherry pick what we take from them.
You don't hate that.
No.
I don't hate it, but
it's a barrel aged. It's a bourbon barrel aged
bourbon.
stout.
There we go.
And which really gives it's a boozy product. There's absolutely no question about it.
Yeah.
It does. It's got some hints of oak. It's got some hints of vanilla, and as well as that very nice bourbon finish. So I think Dragon's Milk. It's not a session beer. It's something you need to drink in measured quantities. Certainly in a
I think
pint.
my measured quantity. I think my measured quantity was about that much. But I tried it. Apparently my camera woman, who is my wife today, because Nick is not here, as y'all might know, he had to work. She wants it, so we might give it to her after we shoot.
Yeah. But one of the interesting things, Joe, what you have told me about yourself is you were a Bud Light drinker.
Yes.
And have sort of come over to the craft beer scene.
Yeah, I want to see what all the, for lack of better terms, what all the fuss is about. Why everyone thinks craft beer are so good. And from what I've had and tried, I can't see a fault in it. I mean, really good, really flavorful stuff.
Yeah. My experience with craft beer, or in the UK, we used to call real ale, which was cask conditioned beer primarily. When I came to the States in '83, there was very little good beer around in the state of Georgia. And it wasn't until the 90s and late 90s when things really started to change. And really that was the major influence for me to open up a store that sold craft beer. And we just didn't want to appeal to the beer geeks.
Oh yeah.
And of course, I think we're both beer geeks from what, in our sort of way.
I'm definitely not.
But
there. This is the first step.
I'm trying.
But we wanted to appeal to the Bud Light drinker who has, might need some help to get on the first rung of the ladder. And so we've tended to offer beers that would attract that sort of drinker,
And-
then get them up to some of the other things. that
And I
we're
think
doing.
y'all done it. For one, this Foothill Jade was good.
Yes.
I liked it.
Yes.
I could see myself drinking this. Now, as for the Dragon's Milk and the Lone Rider,
I think we can
which I
tell
think-
which ones you liked.
yeah, definitely. I might go ahead and finish this one off.
But and that was one of the most exciting things. If you talk to any of the local brewers,
Yeah,
they're excited that people want to get away from the macro brewery
Yeah.
type product.
exactly.
And Austin and I have tried very, very hard to educate people in a nice way without being professorial in the way we talk to
I
them.
think one of the biggest things, while people like me, I won't say are scared, but are intimidated to try craft beer, it's because we think we need to have some kind of prior knowledge coming in or know something. And coming here, y'all aren't judgmental on the fact that, hey, I've only liked Bud Light. And you got to be able to take a joke if all you're drinking is Bud Light.
Yeah, that's
Let's be serious. with
We
that.
do have an
It's not
initiation.
the first time you've heard those jokes.
No,
it's
not
not the
at all.
last time either.
But I like coming here, and y'all were nice. You weren't mean. I've been
We're-
places.
We're nice.
Yeah, y'all are nice. I've been places where they've been judgmental on the fact, oh, Bud Light, you don't know anything, get out of here, we can't serve you. And it's nice to be able to come to a place where they're going to help you expand your taste horizons. For me, that was very expansive.
Yes.
And
But not expensive.
but not expensive, yes. And I really like it, and
Yeah.
I really appreciate places like this that help, I'll say, the newbies to craft beer
Yeah.
learn something.
Well, we aren't judgmental, but we do have an initiation ceremony, and so anybody that comes in and openly admits to drinking Bud Light, we'll take them out the back, cover them with tar, and then we'll put goose feathers all over them, and that will parade them around the parking lot. It's an old British tradition, but it seems to have worked quite well in the past. Yes.
And well, in that case, we're going to hightail it and run out of here. But I'm Joe. This is Richard.
And this is Austin.
And this is Austin.
Cheers.
This has been Beer Time with Joe. This has been the Craft Beer Chronicles. I want to thank y'all for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and come to the Craft Beer Factory. Check them out.
In Marietta.
In Marietta, not Roswell.
That's
And
right.
yeah, come down here, check them out. Put in the comments below what is one of your favorite beers that you've had here before. And we'll see you next time. Stay safe, drink safe, and we'll see you next time on Beer Time with Joe.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Okay.